everybody, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, Love Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share my ins and outs of different wellness trends. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. Alright, so I know I'm a little late to this party. Around the new year, everybody was doing these ins and outs of like what they think is in and out for 2023, whether it's in fashion, wellness, beauty, fitness, you name it. I do want to share my ins and outs, and I figured in a video I can share them and explain why too. And some of these ins aren't things that are going to be new, they're things that have already been happening, but I think will continue on throughout this year and hopefully beyond. And these outs maybe are new, maybe they've been around for a few years, but I think not necessarily just ending them completely, but reevaluating them, seeing, is it something that I need to spend my time, energy, money on? Maybe you can just take a little step back and you'll notice some benefits. So I'm gonna start off with my ins. Very first one is red light therapy. I think this is in. I think it's obviously been in for the last few years with big companies like Juve, and I think it's in, and not just in these huge devices. Of course, I would love to get a Juve, but even the small Go ones are like $500, I think more than that. So what I think is in with this isn't only using them and getting the benefits of skin health, skin rejuvenation, helping your scalp, helping heal scars, helping your muscles. Red light therapy has so many benefits, but where I really see this going in 2023 is just being more accessible. So like I said, these bigger home devices, even the smaller little travel ones, can be hundreds of dollars, and that's just not attainable for a lot of people. So there already are some devices out there in the beauty side. I have a really old device that I think I got in like a FabFitFun box, honestly, and that just has a little red light on it. There is the SolarWave. It's just a red light, like microcurrent device that you can use on your skin, because red light therapy is really good for your skin. So not only do I see this staying in, getting even bigger, but also just getting more affordable and easy to use versus having to have these massive devices in your home. My second in, or something that I think is just going to get even bigger, is personalized products. So I don't mean like monogramming everything, but I mean personal to your health and wellness journey. So a lot of these products do already exist in the beauty space. For example, I love using Prose, which is personalized hair care. There are also skincare brands out there that will make different products with what you specifically need, but I think this will get even bigger with just overall wellness and nutrition and health. Of course, I always talk about Elix Healing, which is a customized cycle balance formula. It's an herbal formula to help you with your periods and help you with your hormones and whatever specific problems you're dealing with. And I've been using that for a few years, but that was really the first custom internal body product that I've used, I suppose. And I just feel like this is really going to blow up this year because there is so much access to being able to just get people to fill out what's custom to them, getting all of their data. And I just feel like that's going to get put more into use, which will benefit the companies because then they'll be able to learn more and see what's working for different types of people, but also benefit us because now I can finally take something that works for me and my body that might not work for somebody else. An example of this is one that I was actually sent for free called Routine, and with this you do a swab to get your DNA, and then also if you've ever done 23andMe, you can send them that information as well. And then you also do just a little blood test. So it's literally just like a few little finger pricks, and you send that in, and they use your DNA and what your body may need more of based off of your genetics and matching that up to the other data that they have, as well as your blood. And then they analyze all of that. They see where you need more vitamins, where you need fewer vitamins, and instead of giving you a bunch of different vitamins like other personalized companies, this is like super custom to where now I have these little packets that are just for me that have exactly what I need. I had way too much vitamin B12, even though I hadn't been really taking a supplement. Like I would take one here and there, but my body just doesn't methylate it properly, and now it's exactly the percentages and the amounts that I need for my body. So I think getting super specific and super custom with that beyond just beauty into your health, your nutrition, your supplements, and making everything really work for you, because again, what works for me isn't gonna work for someone else. My third in is something that's also been around for literally ever, but it's been getting even more attention over the last few years with the gut microbiome. But I think where this is really gonna take off and where a lot of people should be putting a lot of their attention is all of our microbiomes. And I feel like this last year, everybody started talking about your oral microbiome, your skin microbiome, all of this stuff so much more, which is great because it's a lot of things that people don't really think about. You either don't think about your microbiome, or when you do, you think my gut and that's it. But again, there are so many again, and it impacts all kinds of things. So with your skin, being able to take care of your skin with clean products that aren't just going to strip away all the bad bacteria. So in the same way, like taking an antibiotic for your gut isn't always great because it's going to kill the good and the bad bacteria, and that gives the opportunity for the bad ones to come back. So always taking a probiotic, getting those good gut bacterias in there. Same with your skin, same with your mouth. Doing like a mouthwash, or especially an alcohol-based mouthwash, just kills absolutely everything in there. So I think people now are just going to be more aware of all of their microbiomes and how to take care of all of them. Taking care of every aspect of your body for whole body health, I think that is just going to get even bigger. Number 4 is because everybody loves a multitasker, and it is makeup that is also skincare. Getting into minimalism and trying not to buy as much stuff, or just buying things that are actually effective in work are just going to reduce what you need. And to do that but still get the skincare that you want and the makeup look that you want, brands are just going to start putting these things together, and we've already seen it. I think it's just a matter of having more options on the market for whatever you may need. So not only just putting out a concealer to cover some dark spots or to fill in like your dark circles under your eyes, but also having ingredients like caffeine or vitamin C and just different things in there to actually help that dark spot while covering it up. So in the long run, you can also not wear makeup because you've also been getting that skincare. So it also just saves time in the morning of not having to do a skincare routine and then a makeup routine. Being able to have these 2-in-1 multitaskers, or even multiple in one multitaskers. And my last health and wellness trend that is in and just gonna get even bigger for this year is sleep hygiene. So everybody's been talking about like red light glasses and turning off your blue light. All of that has always been known. Really taking care of your sleep and your circadian rhythm. That way you can actually wake up feeling refreshed and have a good day, because sleep and rest is so important. And if you go into sleep not that great, or you think you're having a great sleep but turns out you weren't because your room was too hot or there was light peeking in, so though you think your body's asleep and you had a nice little slumber, you're waking up exhausted because your body actually wasn't getting the best sleep that it could. And sleep hygiene is also something that you don't even really need to buy anything for. It's super simple hacks that you can just do starting tonight even. Turning off your phone or having your phone out of your room, that way you're not distracted, or if a notification comes through, your phone doesn't light up, as well as just closing your curtains, having nice blackout light curtains because they're a bit thicker. They also block some of the sound that we hear from the freeway nearby. And having our phones out also keeps us not distracted. In the morning, it's great because you don't immediately reach for your phone, and just having an actual alarm clock. Once you're in bed, maybe read a little bit, just relax a little bit. Try not to watch TV or fall asleep to TV. But if you get into the sleep hygiene routine of just getting really good sleep and having more energy during the day, then your circadian rhythm will get back on track, and you will be able to actually feel tired at night when it's time to go to bed. So those are my 5 wellness and health trends that I think are in or staying or gonna get even more popular. But I'm just going to quickly share my 5 that are out and not completely cut them out. If this is something that you've been doing and you're like, it really works for me, then keep it up. But for the most part, I think these are just gonna start to dwindle out, or people are gonna realize, you know, this isn't for me. So the first one is just overall fad diets, or diets that really focus on one macronutrient. Of course, I did try keto and just being lower carb to see if it would help with my energy, which it does, but I'm no longer saying I'm low carb, I'm keto, because Sunday night we're gonna have a meal, I'm gonna eat a few more carbs because I know Monday morning I'm gonna go squatting. So not pigeonholing yourself to one diet, and not even just against a macronutrient, but against just like, oh, I'm carnivore, I'm this, I'm that. I think just stop labeling yourself, because then it puts you in this camp that even if you don't think about it, you do become pretty like dogmatic and you're like, well, mine's better. You should do this. You should do XYZ. I think everybody should try a little bit of everything, see what feels best for them, and then having the you diet. And of course, there are always like pillars to follow, like trying to eat your colors, your vegetables, getting in just your nutrients through foods instead of supplements altogether, making sure you are hitting your protein targets. That way you can feel satiated and you can build muscle in the gym. But as a general diet, I think that's kind of falling out of favor of saying like you're one thing. I've been doing it for so long. Let's move on. Kind of piggybacking off of that, the second one that I think is out is a million supplements. There are so many powders and things and superfoods and whatever that you can add to all of these things and then take all the vitamins, but it gets costly and sometimes it might not even be benefiting you. So again, similar to just diets in general, find what works best for you. If you take ashwagandha consistently for 2 weeks and you're like, I actually do feel great, keep it up. If you take it and you're like, meh, then don't force yourself to include it just because people are saying it's good for you. You should include it. If you don't feel the benefits, then don't force yourself to just keep adding powders and pills and supplements and whatever it is. And when it comes to vitamins and micronutrients, again, get tested, see what you actually need, talking to your doctor saying where should I supplement, and then looking at food first. And then if you eat it in food and you feel like you're doing good on that, you take another blood test and it's still low, then consider supplementing, but only with what you need. Don't overdo the supplements, which is why I do think personalized wellness with that will become more popular and easy to access, because it does just end up being a waste of your time and your money on stuff that you might even just pee out. Other vitamins that are fat soluble, your body's like, we don't need that right now, but we'll store it in your fat. And then it sits there, and sometimes you might even get too much, which has reverse reactions to what you were actually going for. So I think just really cutting down on the supplements, saying, what do I actually need? Where can I get it from food first? Then where can I supplement, and what is actually helping me feel better? The third out for me is random workout classes. I think there should be a balance of figuring out what your goals are and what workout is going to work for that, what routine will work for that, and finding what you love and finding how to blend those together. Even if they're completely different, you're like, but this is my goal, so I'm gonna do 2 days of that a week. This is what I love, so I'm gonna do 2 days of that a week to balance it out. Ideally, they're both the same and you don't have to figure that out, or they coexist together perfectly, and not just doing a bunch of classes because this is the cool one now, because everybody's doing this one now, or this video's on TikTok, or this type of workout's going viral, so that's what I'm gonna do now. And not really having any plan or consistency. I think finding what you love, finding what your goals are and what helps you work towards that, blending them together, and then finding a plan that works. That way you can reach those goals versus just doing everything so willy-nilly and not having a plan and following into the trends and going to this class and then tomorrow I'm going to that class and then we're doing this class, and it all just kind of jumbles together and you're not really getting anywhere and you're just like running in a circle. So really just finding what works best for you and sticking with it. The fourth one, people are probably gonna be like, what? Because everybody else is saying it's in and it's a trend, but hear me out. I think it's an out, and it's cycle syncing. And I know I have a video on different ways to work out for your period based on your hormones. I have different ways to eat for your period based on your hormones. I still stand by those videos in that they're good starting places of understanding your hormones, but everybody's hormones are different. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody's experience with their cycle is different. So although there are all these facts out there are all these studies out there, I think the food one definitely stays true because of your hormones. But when it comes to working out, there are things that people recommend, but it's not required. Taking those studies, taking that information and thinking about it and having it in like the back of your head, but don't rely on it of like, this is how my workout has to be every single month. 1 week may be better at the gym because of your hormones and because of your energy levels, but at the same time, going back to the workout classes and finding a workout that you like, find the workout that you like, find what's gonna reach your goals, find what is going to work best for you that week, and listening to your body and how you feel. Like, don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it because you're just so exhausted from your period. Still listen to your body, but don't feel like you have to be so dogmatic and to a T of what all of these people and hormone experts are saying, because there are the facts out there, but there's also you, and only you and you know how you feel, and you know what is going to make you feel best. So listen to yourself. Overall hormone education and fixing that is an in, but I think being super dogmatic of like, you have to do X because you're on Y, I think that should go. And my last health and wellness trend that I think is out are the excessive routines and aesthetics. The clean girl aesthetic, the hot girl aesthetic, the purple girl aesthetic. I don't even know like what all these stupid aesthetics are. That's just not good for your mental health. It's not good to feel like you have to fit into this mold or what everybody's doing, like all these different steps and routines and purchases and items because you feel like you have to, when in the end that is just going to cause more stress. It's going to kind of like take you away from like listening to your body, what you need, how you feel most happy or most comfortable, and feel like you have to do this thing and buying all that and feeling like you have to constantly keep up with the Joneses, even though the Joneses is TikTok and it changes every single day, so you're just like constantly playing catch up. I think all of that needs to go. The excessive morning routines and night routines, like yes, sleep hygiene is important, but you can have like a 10-minute nighttime routine and like still get good results. You can have a super quick morning routine and like have a little bit of time to yourself and still get good results. If you have the time, go for it, but a lot of people, a lot of normal people do not. So don't stress yourself out and feel like I have to do XYZ. Cut out what you don't need, cut out what's stressing you out. Well, there you have it. Those are the 5 health and wellness trends that I think are in, are gonna get even bigger, and the 5 that I think are out or need to go or just be reevaluated. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think in the comments. I would love to get your opinion on those, as well as what else you want to see here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.